Hi, Polk County. It's Jen Torres, your realtor here to show you how to file for homestead and other tax exemptions. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. So we're going to go to Google and we're going to type in Polk County Property Appraiser and click on the first link. Their website is not as straightforward as other Central Florida websites. So I'm going to show you the information that I can access as a person who's not a resident of Polk County. So if you click on file for a tax exemption, on here you can click on create profile and then put all your information in here, create your profile. It'll probably ask you to confirm your email address. And then once you get in there, you'll be able to see more information. But in terms of what the homestead tax exemption is, it's actually an exemption that gives you $25,000 to $50,000 off of the assessed value of your property. And what happens is they take that assessed value and they multiply it by the millage rate to get what your taxes are every year. Usually, if the value of your property goes up, your property taxes go up. And the beautiful thing about homestead is it prevents that from going up more than 3% every year. So if you live in a property for 20 years, you can imagine the amount of savings that you accumulate. The other thing that it does is it protects you against debt collectors, so they can't come after you and take your home from you if it's your primary residence just to pay off a debt. Now, there's also a portability cap, which what it does is if you have a property and let's say, it's your homestead and you decide to move to another property within Florida, you can transfer that homestead exemption. And this document here goes into detail and explains it. But essentially, even if you live in a different county, and let's say you lived in a house for 10 years, that's an accumulation of a lot of savings and taxes. Then you go to your new property and it's being assessed at its current value. And then they would deduct that $50,000. So what they do is they transfer the savings from the old property to the new property. So now you're saving more than that $50,000 on that new assessment. And then you proceed with the fact that your taxes can't exceed or go up more than 3% every year. So it's a really nifty little tool that a lot of people don't know about and they don't know how to do it. So I highly recommend it if you're moving within Florida to different counties or even within the same county to transfer that homestead tax exemption from your first property to your second property or second to third. So there are other exemptions. There's a first responder, a military veteran, senior citizen, there's a widowed, there's lots of different exemptions, and I can't find any information on their website about it, but if you click on the search bar and you type in exemption and hit search, there is a page here that will go into detail about what the exemptions are. So you can determine if it's something that you are a good fit for. And even if there's something you don't see here that maybe you might have heard of, I would call the county property appraiser's website or the tax collector site to find out more information, because sometimes their websites aren't up to date and you can see this one's a little bit antiquated. So if you notice that you qualify for one of these, why not give them a call? And the alternative is you can walk into one of their offices to file for exemption or just to ask more questions if that's something that you prefer. But I'm sure once you register, it'll go into more detail about the different types of exemptions that you can apply for or you may qualify for. But if you have any questions, feel free to contact me or comment below. Take care.